bootable the pen drive and downloaded Ubuntu ISO there. So I will start the computer and I will continuously press F10 to go to the BIOS setting depending on your company provider, HP or other. For HP it is F10. F10 will move to the BIOS setting. In BIOS setting I will come to the boot options and I need to make sure that my USB boot is enabled and my secure boot is disabled. Okay. Now if you want to install virtual machine inside your operating system also, so you can also enable the virtual technology. I prefer it enable because you can enable this virtual technology also. This is for later purpose like Docker, Podman, etc. to work more frequently. Virtualization you can enable. For Ubuntu installation, only two things required. One is secure boot, one is the USB boot. So I will exit it. I will save change and exit. So now my task is to start and now go to the boot menu by pressing F9. In HP it is F9 key. So I am pressing continuously F9. Now I am coming to the boot menu. So it is recognizing my generic flash drive, okay, USB drive. If you didn't enable the USB boot enable, it will not come here. Okay, so that is why in BIOS setting we have enabled the USB boot. Now secure boot is disabled and that is why it is booting on it. The focus has been changed. Why? I hope now it is focused. Yes, now it is focused. So since secure boot is disabled, now it is opening the pen drive. I will boot on Ubuntu. It is just booting on Ubuntu. Try and install Ubuntu. Okay. So the one plus point of Linux is before installation you can just insert pen drive and just check whether the Ubuntu is running good on your laptop or not. You can check whether the Wi-Fi driver, whether the Bluetooth driver is perfectly working in your is compatible with your Linux and your current machine hardware. Okay. So first it will load whole, you can think like Ubuntu in your RAM, and you can test this Ubuntu that is compatible with the laptop or not. If it is compatible, you can go ahead and install the Ubuntu. So then you can think like that your installation will succeed and without any problem. Don't worry, we will do everything. We will change this theme also. The boot menu theme also, we will also do the boot order where choosing the window and Ubuntu will be easier. We will do all the installation and everything will be done. So all the setup as a personal setup. So how I use my Ubuntu as a personal desktop, I will do everything setup. I will change the wallpaper. I will also provide you the link of the best wallpaper you can get for your Ubuntu, and all the settings, all the extensions, tweaks, themes, Grum menu installation, normal software, VS Code, etc. Everything will be done. First let me check the Bluetooth and Wi-Fi, and by connecting to Bluetooth with my mouse. So I will connect my Bluetooth with my mouse first. So I am clicking. So my mouse has been connected. Now I'll move to Wi-Fi. I will connect my Wi-Fi. I will enter my phone hotspot. So I hope it has connected. So Wi-Fi is connected, Bluetooth is connected, it means it is working. You can check like volume, you can check like brightness, okay? Everything you can check. Everything is working. So I will move to the installation part. Okay. I have already connected to thing. It is saying this is the installer and it is saying the update is available for installer. So I will update the installer. So this everything till now nothing has been compromised, no security, nothing means nothing installation has happened. This installation is locally happening, in RAM happening, you can think like that, and it will just update the installer and then we will uh, install the Ubuntu on our drive. Okay, so you can try Ubuntu, you can search, you can try application, etc. But first, our task is now to install. I will click on this install Ubuntu. I will click on next. You can choose the keyboard, you can test the keyboard if it is not recognized correctly. For me it is perfect. Interactive installer, automated installer. So I will move to interactive installer only. Default or extended. So if you have a limited storage like less than 50 GB, I will say go with the default selection, and as requirement you can install other things as required. But if you have a good space greater than 100 GB, go with the extended selection. I am NVIDIA driver, so I will download the formats and third-party drivers for a better compatibility. Okay. I will click on next part. Now the most important step is coming soon. Okay, so that step must be done very cautiously. It is taking some time. I don't want to pause the video. Yeah, so it is saying install alongside Windows Boot Manager. I don't want to install alongside. I don't want to erase the disk and install Ubuntu. So if you have a whole new disk, you can just click on this and select the disk and click on next. It will erase whole disk and install Ubuntu there. So it is the easiest step. But I will do dual boot, so I will move to manual installation. In manual installation, this is the pen drive HDA1, HDA2, 32 GB. Okay, so I don't have to format that. So this is my whole pen drive. Whole SSD, 512 GB. This NVM0N1. Now, here I have already dual booted. So here Ubuntu install is there, and this is the EFI partition. So what I will do, I will delete this partition, or whether Ubuntu install or other thing, I will delete this. How you can recognize? You can recognize by space. So 200 MB was EFI. This was some free space. This is the BitLocker. 295 GB is Windows C drive. This is 938 is a recovery drive. This is a recovery drive. NTFS is always the window drive. This is the free space 5 MB. We don't have to use that. So this is the space where already we have installed Ubuntu, but we will format and reinstall Ubuntu. So any space that is free where you want to install, I will click on it and I will minus it, so it will do a free space. Okay. Now one important thing. Let me open a notepad so that you understand what is happening. Okay. For Ubuntu to install, okay, for Ubuntu to install in your drive, only two things are must. Ubuntu, I hope spelling is correct. There are two things required. One is your EFI partition, which will be around 512. Okay, so it is already created here since we are doing the dual booting. So it is already created due to Windows. And there is one more main partition required, which is around some 100 GB. So a slash partition, or you can say ext4 partition. Okay, this must be mount as a root. This must be at least 30 GB. Okay, this must be at least greater than or equal to 30 GB. Okay, if you have a less RAM, if you have less than 8 GB RAM, or if you have 8 GB RAM, you can also give a extra partition, which is a swap. Swap memory will be used if your RAM is full. Okay, so some data will be moved to the swap memory. So you can provide a swap partition. It could be around 8 GB or it could be around 16 GB, depending on extra RAM you want. You can think like it is a virtual RAM. So these are the must required partition. Okay, so this is a free space. I will create these three partitions. So if you are doing fresh install, you can create this three partition, 512 GB as a VFAT. Okay, So this will be created as a vfat partition for EFI. Okay, then next space I want to give for swap memory. Okay, for swap memory I can give around 8 GB, 8 and 1000, so 30, so around 8 GB storage can be given for the swap. And next whole partition you can give ext4 and mount as boot for your main operating system. In this case this 3 partition will be format. But since this is the first vfat partition where the boot is there, already window is there, so no need to do this. So these 3 partitions are not required, only 1 partition is required. Okay, I have done some extra explanation, don't worry. If you have done something random and you want to go back, just click on back and go again. Okay, so nothing has been happened unless you click on next, nothing formatting happened, it again coming back to here. But I have just explained that what are the requirement. So this is the requirement, bare minimum requirement. So but we already have a fat partition and I don't need swap partition since I have a 16 GB RAM, so I don't need more RAM. I already have a bfat. This is the N1 P1. Okay, so I already have this, so this N1 P1 is there, and this I will choose this whole thing N1 P5. Okay, this is N1 P5. Okay, swap memory I am not using at all because I have already a good amount of RAM. So these are the 2 things that will be formatted. Don't worry, Windows dual booting will not be affected. Okay, so just I will select it, I will delete this volume, so now it is free space, and I will use as ext4 and mount as a slash and go next. So this whole thing will be formatted as a root thing. Fine, I will move to the next. I will name my computer. This is a computer name, git computer name. This is the username. This is my password. Just required my password login. Don't click on Active Directory, it's fine. Asia Kolkata, I'm in India. Now, till now nothing has happened. If you just close the installer and restart, your computer won't have any issue. A BitLocker recovery key that can come, I will cover that part in troubleshooting. But anyway, till now nothing has been happened. No partition has been formatted, everything is safe. But now if you click on install, these 2 partitions will be formatted. Which 2 partition? Here, partition N1 P1, it will be used as a boot EFI, and N1 P5 which will be used as ext4 as a main operating system, 200 GB, and that is our requirement that we want. So it is correct. Make sure this is the correct, otherwise you will format your Windows. So I will click on install and I will install the Ubuntu here. It will take some time. I will pause video till then. So after some time, current time you can see 20:57. So this much time you can move back and see at what time installation started. So this installation has been completed. It is now saying to restart. To summarize, these are the requirement minimum. You can give a swap partition. I have not given because not required, but if because I have already 16 GB RAM, so I want that 8 GB to be used in ext. EFI I am not created since it was already there. So my now task is to, now installation done, so Ubuntu and Windows both are installed now. Okay, so now my task is to boot both of them one by one, is to boot and check that both are opening or not, and then we will move to the setup and other parts. Okay, so now I will click on restart now, and as soon as I click on restart now, it will take some time and it will say that please remove the installation medium and press enter. So now I can remove my pen drive. My pen drive work has been completed. Now I'll press enter and now it will restart. Now on restart, you must see a boot menu. If you don't see, I will say that what to troubleshoot. So now you are able to see that here at the top Ubuntu is there. If I click on Ubuntu, my Ubuntu will start. Okay, my Ubuntu is getting started. I will power off. Let me power off it. I don't want to start Ubuntu for now. Yeah, and I will power on. Then again I am power onning. Now I will check whether window 11 I am able to open or not. So the boot order menu will come and here window 11 is coming. So I will click on it. So window 11 is booting. BitLocker recovery is coming because secure boot is disabled. Whenever you disable the secure boot, BitLocker locks your drive. So it has locked the window C and that is why it is asking for recovery key. You have to just visit, you have to just search on internet Microsoft BitLocker recovery key. Sign in with your Gmail account where window 11 login. See this ID and enter the corresponding key. If you enter the key, window 11 will open. And now you can disable the BitLocker. You can now disable the. You can now enable the secure boot so that this BitLocker recovery doesn't come again and again. So if you enable the secure boot again, this BitLocker recovery won't come again and again. Since installation done, now you can do that. Now one more troubleshooting part. If you are not able to see this boot order and you are again loading only Windows or again loading only Ubuntu, then what you have to do, you have to power off first. Now power on and press F10. Go to the BIOS setting. Okay, go to the BIOS setting. So I am pressing F10 continuously and now I am moved to BIOS setting. Go to the boot option again. Here you must see a UEFI boot order. So it is currently selected first as a Ubuntu and second as a window boot manager. You can change the order this. You can press tab key to come here and now you can go window boot manager. And if it is GUI based, you can up down. And otherwise, if you are a key based old BIOS software, then you can press F6, F5 to go up and down. Okay, you can try with different boot order. In one boot order, you will, in my Ubuntu boot order, I am able to see that part. Okay, so this is the important troubleshooting aspect. If the Ubuntu is on the top, it must be booted. Okay, so I will exit and now if I boot, now it is coming option that which operating system I want to boot, whether Windows or whether the Ubuntu. So it is working perfectly fine now. You have seen that I am able to on the window, I am able to on the Ubuntu as well. Okay, so I will change everything. Okay, that option coming boot order, this option coming, so every look I will change and in the next part. So till now our window and Ubuntu has been installed and they are working. You can disable the secure boot to not see the BitLocker part again and again, and first time you need to enter the BitLocker key. Okay, I will enter the password to log in with my Ubuntu. So this is my fresh Ubuntu. You can see I have not done anything till now. This is the first part. It is coming. I will move on next. I will skip and I don't want to share any data and finish it. Okay, I have not done anything. All the setup, everything I will do in the next part. Till now, thank you very much if you have done this so far. And troubleshooting step I have already mentioned you. One is the go to BIOS setting and change the boot order. And other thing is the BitLocker recovery key is asking. The BitLocker recovery key, you have to search for the let me open that thing. For BitLocker recovery key, there is something aks.ms website, Microsoft website. Just search BitLocker recovery key password, log in with the Windows 11 part and enter the recovery key and disable the secure boot part to not see that again and again. Okay, that is a security feature in Windows 11 and somebody get panicked that how to move ahead. Okay, I hope now you will able to log in the Windows 11 as well as the uh, Ubuntu. So now we will do the update and other parts in the next part. Thank you very much.